AM 1490, FM 105.5, WGCH, WGCH.com, anywhere. WGCH Newscenter Times coming up on 8:21. At the bottom of the hour, we'll check in with Greenwich Director of Planning and Zoning, Katie DeLuca. I'm joined now, though, by Rebecca Cooper with St. Catherine's Players. Their Follies coming up at the end of the month, a celebration of 40 years. Rebecca joins me now. Good morning, Rebecca. Welcome. How are you?
Good morning, Tony. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Tell us what's going to be going on July 30th and 31st.
So, as you mentioned, St. Catherine's, which is the quintessential community theater here in Greenwich, is celebrating 40 years of the Greenwich Players productions. Both nights are going to honor Jody Breakell and Wendy Bluenthal for their tireless contributions to the St. Catherine's Players over several decades, and most recently as producers of the Players. So we're going to take you through a musical journey with highlights from many of the shows that so many people in this community and beyond have loved throughout the past 4 decades.
Okay, so you're a cast member. What will your role or roles, I guess, be?
Oh, I'm a proud cast member singing a few songs, and there's going to be about 70 minutes of songs with people who have been in the productions over the years, singing from musicals such as My Fair Lady, Grease, Camelot, Hello Dolly, Brigadoon, The Music Man, and so on. A lot of tunes that I suspect our audience members will be swaying in their seats and humming along to.
All right, great. I guess all this brings back a lot of memories of the work you've done.
Yes, I was so proud to be in 2 of their productions. In 2011, I was in Hello Dolly, and in 2014, I was in Barnum, which is another show that's going to be highlighted on the 30th and 31st of July.
Okay. Now, are Jody and Wendy retiring, or what's happening?
That's a good question. Jody and Wendy actually decided to move to Indiana and be with their grandchildren and have a different kind of life, and we're so happy that they're going to come back and be honored in person under the tent at St. Agnes's Church, which is on Greenwich Road, at 7:30 p.m. on Friday, July 30th, and Saturday, July 31st.
All right. Tell us a little bit about St. Catherine's Players. Is this associated with St. Catherine's Church?
Yes, actually, St. Catherine's Parish, which encompasses St. Catherine's and St. Agnes's, where the production is going to be held, has been around for 40 years. And from personal experience, I can tell you, as a newcomer in this town many years ago, they embraced me with open arms. They are the penultimate community theater. They just want people of all ages to come and try out and be a part of their magnificent production, which has so many people involved. I'm always in awe of the man and woman hours that are encompassed backstage and on stage. We have our team of the last couple of years, Laura Nicole Sherwood, who's our director, Zach Kemplar, who's our musical director, and our new producers, Denise and Tom Casazone, who have young children in the community and who are dynamos and who will definitely lead this amazing team into a new era.
Mm-hmm. All right, so give us the specifics of the Follies themselves. That's the 30th and 31st. What time and also how can people get tickets?
Sure. So the St. Catherine Follies, as you said, is a celebration of the 40 years of the St. Catherine's Players, performing under the tent at St. Agnes's Church on Greenwich Road here in Greenwich, Friday, July 30th and Saturday, July 31st, both performances at 7:30 p.m. And tickets are on sale online at scp.ludus.com. That's scp.ludus.com. And we look forward to seeing wonderful audiences on an amazing summer weekend in July.
All right. Now, Rebecca, do you happen to know if any other productions of St. Catherine's Players are scheduled for this year?
No, this is going to be it. Denise, Tom, and their team wisely decided to do a review as over COVID, St. Catherine's was getting sort of a facelift in their interior, and I think they're going to announce their 2022 production at the end of both performances, so people will have something to look forward to. Both performances in 2022 are traditionally in March, So it will be quite a treat to hear what their next production is going to be. And that will be the first main stage production in the new space since COVID.
Okay. Will you be part of it?
Well, let's see. I have to see what the production is. I have to see if I want to try out, and then hopefully I will be. But it's always an amazing experience to be part of the St. Catherine's Players.
Mm-hmm. Now, what's your background? Are you involved in local theater?
I am involved in local theater. I was doing it professionally and then stopped, became an attorney, if you can imagine, and decided that if I was going to come back to it, I was going to come back to it for the love of the theater, and that's exactly what St. Catherine's provided me the opportunity to do so many years ago, to come back to a space and a community that provides support and love and encouragement for the theater.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess, being an attorney is kind of theater, so I guess one would help. I'm not sure which one helps the other better.
I'm not sure either. They're both pretty improvisational in ways. I will agree with you, Tony.
All right. So the show again is the 30th and 31st, and then back next year. And were there any shows last year? I'm guessing not because of the pandemic, right?
That's correct. They wisely decided to just have a revamped year and put on this wonderful review this year and start the main stage in 2022.
All right. Well, I'm looking at the cast. There's 20, 25 people, I guess, right, on the list here?
Yes, there are people young and older, people who have been in many productions, people who have been in one production. It was an audition process, so everyone was cast accordingly, and we're going to have some surprises at this production, and it's going to be just a wonderful treat, a wonderful night outside.
All right, fantastic. My guest has been Rebecca Cooper, a cast member for St. Catherine's Follies, celebration of 40 years of the St. Catherine Players, and it's going to be on Friday, July 30th and Saturday, July 31st, 7:30 for both shows. And the Players, I don't want to leave without mentioning this, also partnering with Neighbor to Neighbor Greenwich on a food drive as well. So bring food to the event, right?
Yes, that's always welcomed and wonderful. And St. Catherine's is a proud partner with Neighbor to Neighbor to help people who are in need of the essentials that so many of us take for granted, especially during this time. All
right. Great to talk to you, Rebecca. Thanks very much, and have fun on the 30th and 31st with the Follies.
Thanks, Tony. Hope to see everyone there.
Okay. That's Rebecca Cooper, St. Catherine's Players, St. Catherine's Follies.